Hello everybody. Today I'm here with another Disney Heroes Battle Mode hero concept, and today I've created Bellwether from Zootopia. So let's take a closer look at her. For this one it's a little bit special because later on this week I'll be uploading a video of me actually creating Bellwether to show you a bit of the creation process. If you're interested in making stuff like this, you can maybe try it out for yourself, who knows, but keep an eye out for that if you are interested in it. I know a few people have asked me about it in the past. But anyways, for Bellwether's design specifically, I really wanted to make sure to get the texture of her wool, and I think I did an okay job. It's pretty simple. I think when it zooms out to the top of her head, it's really pretty good, and the bottom's pretty nice too, I would say. I also really like the texture of her glasses. She got those glasses that's got like different spots on it, and I think I captured that pretty well, just these pretty simple geometric shapes with different colors in them. And the pose I had of her has her with her phone. That's really not the biggest part of her moveset. I did find a skill that could work with her phone, but other than that, it really doesn't tie into her character all that much. But we haven't gotten a Zootopia character in quite a while. I'm pretty sure Clawhauser was the last one we got. I know Gazelle is another one that people would really want to see, and I thought that Bellwether is a bit more of an important character to the story than Gazelle, although I think I personally like Gazelle a bit more. But I have seen a lot of people have actually asked for Bellwether. I don't think I've really ever seen anybody ask for Gazelle, or if they did, it's been quite a while. But I still get requests for Bellwether, so that's why I ended up choosing her. But I mean, she's the main villain of the movie, so it certainly makes sense. I think Lionheart and Gazelle would also make pretty good concepts, but I don't know if I'm going to visit Zootopia again because they already have a pretty good amount of characters. But I did most of this in just one day. I did the lines a separate day and then did the rest of that today to make sure it would come out on Sunday because I didn't have anything planned for that, and since I hit 9K subscribers, I figured it'd be a nice little celebration to do it this weekend instead of holding it off for another weekend. And I think it turned out pretty good, even though it was a little bit of a rush job. It's actually quite a bit more detailed than a lot of my other ones, so I hope you guys like it. Let's start going through some of the skills I came up with for her. So first up, as I mentioned, she has the phone in her hand, and I don't know what specifically it would do. It'd probably be some sort of status effect thing, but she's kind of an assistant for the majority of the movie, so a lot of her stuff has to do with being on the phone, so she uses her phone to boost everybody up, give everybody defense. I don't know. It does something. Maybe it's attack up. Who really knows? Then for another one of her before she turns villainous, we kind of have these two bright ones. Then I'll also have two kind of villain-based ones. So the second normal one is where she runs into the door with a stack of books, or I guess more like
it's a binder.
These,
idiot, it's a binder.
I don't remember what they're called. Doesn't matter. She runs into the door and she drops all of these. I think she would probably just like trip and fall on enemies, and all of them would fall on top of the enemies and deal damage to them. And I think that would make for a pretty cool animation. And it's probably the one thing she does that would most easily translate into attack in the game. And a lot of like the promotional art for her too also has her in this pose where she's holding all these things in a stack. So I think if she ever was added, it would almost definitely be like that. And then we get into the more dark stuff. I had a hard time finding something else to choose for her, but she does a lot of like these like monologues almost. She's very menacing for a small, mostly innocent character. She's almost more menacing than some of the other villains just because of how innocent she seems for the most part. But she actually has pretty evil intentions. Like, she's a pretty horrible person. So I think that would tie into it, where she suddenly gets very evil. Maybe she does like an evil laugh, or she does an evil smile or something. Yeah, I don't know. Just something with that more malicious intent, and have that have like some sort of status effect with that. The final thing I have is her shooting her dart gun at Nick. I think that'd be pretty obvious. She shoots it at somebody. I think the most sense that it would do would be like to charm somebody. So then they start attacking for you, because kind of what the idea in the movie is that when you hit a predator with it, then they start, they like to go feral and they can't control themselves. So you hit an enemy with it, they are charmed, and then they attack other enemies for you. I think that makes most sense, and that's the other one that's like really fairly obvious that I think if she was in the game, that would almost definitely be one of them. So I think I got pretty spot on. Another two are me just grasping at straws because she really doesn't do a whole lot in the movie. And then for friendships, Judy's the most obvious one, obviously. But I think a really funny one would be Bo Peep, because she's like a shepherd. Now, in the Zootopia universe, I feel like a shepherd would be like a slave owner or something. So that's a bit of a weird topic. But it would be very funny for Bo Peep to be like super interested in Bellwether, and Bellwether's just like, get away from me, you freak, you know. And then any other like small animal characters, I think she would get along with pretty well. Like Agent P is the most recent one, really. But that's her whole shtick in the beginning of the movie, where she's like, "We small animals gotta stick together, right, Judy?" So any small animal that you can think of would probably work well. If you have any ideas for characters that would work well with them, let me know. I really think that Bo Peep is a funny idea. Let me know what you think about that as well. But that was my hero concept for Bellwether. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care about Bellwether whatsoever, but enough people were asking for her when I was scrolling through some of the more recent comments. I decided to go for it. For choosing Bellwether, what I did was I literally just went to the most recent hero concept video and started scrolling through the comments to see who people are asking for. If I didn't find anything, I went to the next video and started looking through that. So genuinely, for real, if you have any ideas for hero concepts, it's time to suggest them, because I might be scrolling through the comments and seeing your comment. And I'm going to be honest as well, I'm only going to choose characters that I actually care about. So if you suggested someone like a million times and I haven't done it, chances are I'm not too interested in that character. But who knows? I eventually did Bellwether, even though I don't really care about her either. But I might also go back to some of those polls I did, because I feel like I haven't gone back to those in a while. Because there are a few characters on there that I haven't done that got a fairly good amount of attention. Just thinking about it now, I think it'd be fun to do like Arlo and Spot. But let me know what you think about that. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon for the next hero concept. Next time will be Marvel, of course. So if you have any Marvel suggestions, I guess, let me know about that too. But thanks for watching, and I will see you then. Goodbye.